What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly. What? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh! It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, he'll have the key for sure. Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that board and my clothes exploded. Arcanum. Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up. Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No. I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy? Spell shit in hindsight. That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch. Hey there, welcome back to, we got a nice overhead shot of Stinkenheim. That's
my preferred angle for brooding about my beautiful city. We're downtown, though. Look at how little is left. Look at this plane. Well, don't look at it from this angle. It's a little blurry, but there's a plane just majestically cruising over the downtown area. So remember, I said we're going to have a little suburb here, and this is just going to be some light industrial use, and that's really going to round out the city. Might do some light touch-ups after that before we wrap up this series. Should probably really landscape this. Ooh, probably clean up Harbor Town. Federal Square has sat undeveloped for about 20 streams. And man, this with the huge demand, some of these old parts of the city really balloon. Weird. Hamburger Heights, we don't talk about that. It's just the mega city one prison colony. I don't want to extend the stream anymore, but I really would scrap. If I spend any more time on this, I'd probably scrap Hamburger Heights and start over. Now that we've switched over to Infinite Demand, Hamburger Heights can be just for show. I really liked those little UK houses we found. Find it was updated since last time. Neat. Yeah, these nice little UK houses. That would really look nice. Because this is the exact look I was hoping for when we first started Hamburger Heights all those eons ago. Man, that's a beautiful asset. Look at that. I would live in that house. If I was sucked inside the game like a 90s sitcom, I would live in that house. Hey, Justin. Anyways, let's get started on our little suburb here. Times Square. Oh, we were going to go with 2x2s. I wasn't going to hand place them, but we're going to let them grow 2x2. I think we will steal the road from Delta States, whatever it was. That's it? I think we could probably switch the road to something, not the road, the tree, to something nicer. There you go, we're in. We're in Times Square. These will be some super popular ones. Maybe some light commerce, but no, because then people would come into Times Square and shop, and it's really just for residents. Not ideal here. Okay, the road did merge properly. Now, did you slice up that office? You sure did. We might lose this office here. Forest ground, no. Let's assign a color. There we go. It might be juniper. You never know. We might find another tree. It's 52 streams and it's probably going to be a juniper. That's the flag of Stinkenheim. It's just juniper set on a field of... oh, I don't know. Green. Well, actually, that'd look fucking awful. It would be a juniper tree of some sort. It's not actually a square at all. Oopsie. You wouldn't quite get the view because you would have the sidewalk, but you know, I've seen lots near a river where they do have like the sidewalk there. You still have a view. So these would be the larger lots. But we'll just let these grow and we'll just see what happens. A lot of irregular shaped lots, but that's sort of the point of we can have a big one. Oh Christ, I don't want to waste too much space in here. But it looks like I'm actually going to be losing a lot of space. A lot of space. Holy shit, a lot of space. Definitely the roads are a little more au naturel than Puyallup. You have water out here? You sure do. Grow. Grow, my little suburb. I think it might blow out the zoning, but I do want to get those switched over to juniper trees. Small juniper 9. At that, I think we can even go with. I'm gonna go with a 4. If I was smart, I'd be writing these numbers down. But I suppose it's fine if each neighborhood is a little different. They have their own homeowners associations and shit, right? 4 might be one of the densest small juniper placements we've done. Now it doesn't, small junipers are very small, but regular junipers are too big for this grass, so unfortunate. Does the suburb have a theme or just vanilla? This is self-sufficient, Justin, so it'll be pretty coherent within itself. Oh, grow though. That's odd. That seems odd. Well, we'll leave you because, I mean, that was fast. We're barreling towards the end of the City Skylines series. This is actually probably quite not busy because we have this spaghetti we left unattended. Can I do parallel road with you? Do you play with the parallel road tool? You do? Well, well, well. Ah, that's not ideal, actually, because I have to move those up somehow. we'll do this. We'll do force curve. It smooths that out pretty nice, but then we have to make it not dopey on
Thanks
the bridge
for listening
part.
to the classics. Your home for the best works of the great masters.
That's about centered for him, and then unfortunately the others make no sense. Guess we do this. Not the most beautiful bridge, if we're being honest. Frankly, this too can be forced ground. It's a little snug. Just because of the angle, it makes it look weird. Now this part's also a little off. That's actually... fuck, it's doing this thing again, where the nodes aren't spaced well enough. We never quite got the hang of that. Like the spacing. Invert split unions, maybe? Whoa! Things you can't undo. Oopsie. Please end my suffering. The hell? Oh, it's on upgrade. And we wind up with the same thing, but now that goes, and then this guy just needs a threesome to get back home so he can turn. I think that's it. Definitely not the most elegant rail network in Stinkenheim, unfortunately, but that should get cargo traffic downtown now, which might overload the roundabout. We'll worry about that in a moment. I think I said last time that we might end with the traffic conundrum rather than anything fanciful. Like, this is probably just going to be fenced off. That puts him in the center of the road, unfortunately. Fuck it, we'll just move him. Crisis averted. This is the only way in and out of the Broad District, which might be a fucking disaster. I'm hoping we can feed into this. Well, 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 look who got abandoned. Whoops, not that. It's a shame. It looks like pretty much industrial is the only thing that can't cope with infinite demand if there's a problem. Residential and commercial, they just kind of underemploy or underpopulate. Yeah, not the most beautiful thing. Little extra traffic throughput there in Florence Heights. Interesting triangle there. Probably just some more bush landscaping. And then yeah, we would want this to be commercial some more. Really, this would be fenced off. Junkland here as well. This we could probably get by with. I like the 2x2s. I wonder what kind of stuff will grow there. I don't think the warehouses were 2x2, were they? Because I can come back later and they're all 3x3. Ain't that a bitch? So let's say we could come back later and replace all those with the warehouses. So this would be all forest. Yeah, we could move the hillside back even more. Yeah, wow, we're really flying. Maybe even tonight. Really sneaking up on us here, huh? Filling up real nice. It's very important the train makes it all the way over here, though. That highway interchange was a very good idea, apparently. Look at all these people coming into downtown through here. Well, we definitely want this fenced off, because it's like an edge of town sort of thing we're going for. Yeah, this roundabout's already starting to have a lot of trouble. I might be able to go back and did I delete them all? I think I deleted the one roundabout that was like that, I still forget the word. There's a chance that Southpaw Circle is set up that way. No, none of the city parks, they'd just be fences. And I want that tall industrial fence, Stinkenheim style. It's a border railway. Can't quite see it. It's this guy, tall industrial warehouse fence.
You're listening to the classics, the city's home for the hits from the 80s, 90s, and onward. 70s, 80s, and 1890s, that is.
Oh, come on
I'll
now.
be playing some lesser-known gems from those eras, so don't go away.
Yeah, the worst thing that could happen with the train is just no train comes. I think it's not going to really cause any traffic trouble. Might get those weird traffic buildups, like all the passenger trains that want it. I hear a lot of shit leveling up. Apparently we have good service coverage out here. It's a little tall. Not a huge fan of the aesthetic aspect of it. Roundabout's doing okay so far. I really like this. This might need a time traffic light, but the fact that people are using it is a great sign. And yeah, nobody's on the train yet, and I think I know why. I think I know why. Boop. There's your problem. An idiot made this. There. Yeah, the tram waits its turn, which is nice. I was almost tempted to have it, like, completely bypass it and, like, cut through the park, and not even use this intersection. But then you're still kind of in people's way here. But then the tram would cut through the park, which is kind of neat. And not a lot of people use the road this way, so the tram wouldn't have too much competition. So, okay, I was about to say, this isn't filled in, but we left a bunch of the lots empty, didn't we? Definitely going to be a lot of trees in here, because that's the vibe that we want, which is fine. You can have a big lot, too. If you're willing to live near the highway, you get a larger lot. Kind of waterfront property. Roads elevated, which I'm not over the moon about. This path here. I almost feel like we can scrap this whole key and do with the like retaining rocks. Yeah, actually, I don't want these guys having a boardwalk. They get to have it au naturel. Which is apparently the phrase of the night. Oopsie. That's fine. That's not the phrase of the night. This is okay. Pretty steep, I suppose, is the only problem. Like, this isn't very safe. But I'm afraid to terraform it and give them a better slope. Except it slopes out the right way. Oh, no, no, no. Left click. Left click. Give us a slope going out to the river. It's on maximum strength, maximum brush, too. That is a very stubborn slope. Come on, it's got to come out enough that your kids won't fall in and drown instantly. There we go. That didn't do what I wanted at all. What the fuck? That's sloping it. How does this... Softens the terrain. No, it doesn't really give me any tips. Well, they get a little extra terrain there. Doesn't look too unnatural, and then it slopes off over here as well. Grab some of those rocks from over here in Riverside, these guys. God damn it, it always tries. It'll try to grab the bush when the rocks get jumbled up. I remember now. Probably just want these rocks everywhere downtown. A breakwater. Slope's a little too steep, steep. It looks like the texture's stretching. Grow the city, yeah, I know. Almost 150,000 people in the city as we near the end here. Yeah, it's a little too steep. I don't know if I can slope this responsibly, though. I wonder if it like averages between all the elevations I have, and that's why that tool gets really fucky on the higher brush strength and brush size. There we go. So a little more shallow the slope. And there's a stretch under the bridge that I didn't fill in, but that'll be our little secret. Just me and the junkies that shoot up under there. They'll be the only ones that know that. And let's stick with the theme of the ash trees here. This is a birch tree. I'm an idiot. We can actually have the big bushes go through the hedge. Leave a little space here because we can also plant some of those, I think oaks was the other tree we have in this area. I have prop anarchy off right now, which might cause some trouble if I plant too close to these houses. Oh, it is very dense in here. I feel kind of bad for these people, actually. Interesting view from the roof. You know, I'm not sure if you can actually get up on these roofs. That might just be for, I don't know, like... maybe it helps your house stay cool to have grass on the roof.
I think we have a moment, so let's go to the listener email and see what you ever play any music featuring drums? Oh, listen, I don't. So, you see, I find it's much more pleasing to listen to the sound that the drum produces when struck, rather than the manufacturing process or the equipment on which drums are made. Next thing you know, we'll be listening to flute machines and oboe machines. I think that's one bit of modernity that we can do without. Thanks again for the message. This one is for you.
He is a little big, so with prop anarchy off, I have a little trouble getting him to overhang on the road. And just like another little oasis in the downtown. Well, technically this is on the outskirts, so it's more of a bordering bit of terrain. Really want the prop anarchy on for this part. I wonder how this will actually look. Never done the bushes actually clipping through something, a hedge or a fence or otherwise. Now I need a smaller one. If I can find it. Where the hell are you? There you are. We don't benefit from the auto rotation as usual. Sure, get that. You're looking for a cursed neighborhood. You're thinking of Hamburger Heights, just an abomination. That's not terrible. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, we might be done Skylines tonight. We did everything. Oh, Jesus Christ, that leveled up fast. Level 3. Or is it level 3? Yeah, level 3 on Industry. Yeah, Hamburger Heights. Look at this shithole of a neighborhood. Just all skyscrapers, because it all filled in. Just, ugh, who would want to live there? If I ever do more work on Stinkenheim, it'll be scrapping Hamburger Heights. Yeah, I don't know. It came over me here, but I accomplished everything I wanted to with this map. I think we're just going to start wrapping it up with some light landscaping. I actually don't have natural disasters. I've never liked natural disasters ever since I had SimCity on the Super Nintendo and like you'd have Bowser attack it, and I was like, it's just as easy to delete things yourself and start over. Yeah, I mean, we could have had some industrial parks here. But I really lost the desire to have those edge of town industrial areas with the infinite demand. Infinite demand definitely like changed the way I approach the city. What is this lump? That was odd. See ya. We'll actually be saying see ya to Stinkenheim at this rate, I think. But what a blast we've had over the last... Holy fuck, I started in August. 4, almost 5 months now we've been at this. Here comes a train. How big is your load? That's a pretty big load. 40%? Off you go, fellas. Try not to clog up that roundabout on me. Ooh, I don't like that, though. Yeah, not terrible. Not terrible. Let's just get this. Yeah, it's like, it looks kind of weird. I think just like some of this vegetation style landscaping will help with these blank spots that I just don't feel like developing. Yeah, we've come a long way since Stenchburg. It's currently one playlist. I think I'm actually going to break it up into one playlist because I feel bad for the people that in 2021 they try to start on my Stenchburg series. It's literally a lifetime ago as far as my experience with the game goes. But unfortunately, I'm also pretty skylined out. It'll be well, I guess the two towns are about 2 years apart, so I think it'll be a year or two before we ever come back to Skylines, if at all. I know a certain someone asked for Cliff Empire. But I think we have to give other builder games a shot. Rather than just play City Skylines forever and ever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with watching the old Stinkenheim stream. Probably the coolest part of Stinkenheim, I feel, is I've learned different sort of techniques, or I've become attached to different designs as the town grew. So that really makes different parts of the town stand out compared to one another. Where there's nothing wrong with those people that like plan their town from the beginning and they hand place everything. I really enjoyed hand placing things here in downtown, but even though our city does not look like a real city, I feel that our districts look really different. Like we had Stinkenheim, which is kind of a more like generic city skylines, like a new player sort of approach. And then we have Rockfield Crossing, which was very aesthetic. And then Farthington has a different aesthetic. Downtown is all find it hand-placed stuff. We had a lot of quality of life mods that helped us, but we also had a lot of nice assets. Like the UK houses, the Rockfield. Like I would probably say the building designs in Rockfield really just set us down the rabbit hole of using the mods and the assets. And that one, Show It, which lets us hide pollution. So all the trees and stuff show, like, let's just go look. It's just a beautiful industrial area of Stenchburg we were able to build. Well, actually, Stenchburg looks like a shithole now because everything's level 3. I really hate the level 3 industrial buildings. It takes away from the uniqueness of your different industrial parks. But yeah, I really like the industrial park approach. Definitely not space efficient, but very beautiful. Yeah, I mean, some areas are landscape more than others, but it just depended on my mood that night. I'm actually in a great mood to play Skylines, but just... yeah, I'd say we're at the end. No need to landscape for 4 hours. Well, we might actually landscape for 4 hours, but no need to add more neighborhoods just to add them. I think the city's lived a full life. Can go off to City Skylines heaven. Speaking of, 42 less people went to university this year, but let's see if our education rate's going up. Euro industry, are European and American industries separate? I can't remember if industries are themed. I'll tell you what we'll do, Justin. I'll turn off European industry here. Which canceled it. Oh, it's there. Just international industry here in Broad. Oh, a bunch are killing themselves off. Yeah, you might be right. The international American style might just be like a lot of sort of steel mill looking buildings. build more industrial areas. I just built an entire district. Yeah, I'm not over the moon about the broad district. I like the concept of the broad district, but yeah, it just looks funny. We'd have to curate every single lot with Find It. It's getting a little crowded here. Not that bad, honestly. Like, it's not completely jammed up. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid getting totally sucked into hand placing every lot, or we're just going to be in this game forever. So I think this is a really good spot to stop off. There's still a little more to do, like I said. Federal Square, which was actually one of the first things we ever did in Stinkenheim. Beyond, like placing roads and zoning things. Federal Square was like our first real decorative project in the old city, back when Valeria was near the river. So that'll be a nice one to end on, is New Federal Square. And what else did I say? There's that open piece of land near the solar farm that I'd like to landscape, which is really just going to be, a conifer forest. So strange that some of these trees are wilting. Because we have pollution off.
This is the classics, the city's #1 source for music older than the city itself.
It can be pretty thick back here as we approach the mountainside. I think I can slip some conifers in here while we're speaking about conifers over by Valeria, I guess, would be the nearest landmark for that little area we need to forest. There goes the train. I'm glad we got the train service back. But yeah, the exterior loop was not working. Everybody wanted to come through that way. So yeah, our train logistics probably could have been better if we planned out the city more in advance, but that's another one of those fun hiccups that made the city what it was, right? Where I think it was actually Justin that gave us the tip to have the city-only loop, and then the outside train connects to it, which is exactly what we did. I just need to fill this in with bushes. This looks really fucking weird, all empty. We can put some tall grass here along the water. I think I actually want some of those water rocks for here. That'll look really nice. here? Where's that tall grass asset? I'm not sure if the tall grass asset is a good idea out here. Path grass? That's way too small. Yeah, I like that. Put it, I don't know, shoreline again. We did this out by Riverside. There you go. There you go. And we'll get this sparse one for some edging. It's not going very well at all. I'm very glad we didn't hit the object limit, but I think I misread the object limit, and you'd be very hard pressed to hit it, because I think it was, at some point I thought it was 10,000, but I think it's actually 65,535, or it might even be 100,000, which is, I would really have to go out of my way. Even just like planting trees willy-nilly, I don't think we'd ever hit that. With the amount of space we used for our city, maybe the entire map if you over-decorated it like Rockfield style. Yeah, which one are we on right now? We're on number 52, so... If Stenchberg was 5 or 6 parts, so we're just shy of 50 parts on Stinkenheim, if I'm not mistaken, then. This may be an unreasonable amount of landscaping because you have to take that pretty sharp one. I need to widen this road, though. This is only 2 lanes. There's no trees here. Makes this one look really strange. Give them all oaks. There you go. Yeah, I really need to widen that road. These poor guys have no room to turn, really. Ugh, what the fuck? There you go. There you go. And you know what, I want to Square this off. There we go. Actually, this could also really be rounded up. Well, not the yellow, but the blue and the red. Probably go pretty high. I see what I did. And then, ooh, can you go on a three-way? Yeah, you can get dedicated turn lanes on a three-way. Make that a little nicer. That's actually a kind of dangerous turn. Well, not really, because you can see the oncoming traffic. And then, yeah, because they can come in to the Broad District through the Florence Heights, not everyone's taking the roundabout. A lot of people are taking the roundabout, though. I regret looking at it just now. And then, but now because we did that landscaping, these ones look a little out of place over here. Fuck, there's a lot here too. Oh, now I'm getting lazy. Now I'm just getting lazy. That's better. I'll just paint this in with surface painter so it's all pavement. Because that one little chunk of greenery is a little strange to have. Oh, what's this? Okay, so it looks like this is the international level 3. Still looks weird, so you'd pretty much have to make historical shit to really give it a factory look. But what's this guy? Now, see, that's a nice level 3. I wouldn't mind a bunch of those, but I think there's only a handful of level 3 buildings. This is the main problem with industrial. But I mean, you need industry in your city. I think if you've never built industry and only built offices, I just don't think you can get the trucks into the city fast enough to support your commercial. At least that seems to be proven, based on the fact that I have a bunch of commercial people complaining in this city with infinite demand. They just can't import fast enough. Probably because it needs to simulate the vehicles and it just can't get enough vehicles simulated. Because if it's anything like the trains, it doesn't sort of import in bulk, so every shitty little order would get its own truck, and we can only have so many cars on the road. Varying the lot sizes, you might be right, Justin. It just conveniently, whenever I have a good industrial park, it's all 4x4s. So we've never tried like a 2x2 or something to evolve all the way, have we? This thing's about to level up. This thing's about to level up. And, you know, we had some nice public transit. Not a lot of it was super utilized. Like this streetcar, which is mostly for show, I think, if I can track it down. Right now it has 57. You know, 57 people is not terrible for how half-baked this route was. Right by Sterling Plaza. I mean, it looks great. Let's look at downtown at night. Look at that. And then you've got like the outskirts by the mountain, which aren't as lit up. Oh, we can go look at Farthington, which has some problems. Really just, where is it? This is partial cloverleaf, is a bit of a troublemaker. And then we have that big intersection by the hospital. What's this? This is troublesome. It seems kind of okay right now just because we weren't looking at it, so it probably wasn't simulating. But yeah, Farthington has, like, something I like from Farthington is the university gym. So we made it look like a city gym. I like this. And then it's got the little botanical garden. Just little outposts of neatly designed things. Siemens Square, that was another fun one. We'll do one final flyby of the city because, yeah, really, man, all these streams, and then I just sort of slap down those two things in an hour. Done. City's done. Let's do Federal Square, and then we'll have some time to fly around before the end. You know, I put so much work into the city, I'm probably one day I'm going to try to make one of those city tour videos I see people make of their cities. Where they just sort of have like the little fancy shots. It's like, oh, whoa, what's this? They just show off the parts of their town. Federal Square. Oh, sorry, this. We're going to finish this. It's actually going to take a while to fill in. I kind of like it being all forested. It implies that there's still a future for Stinkenheim to grow even more into the wilderness. You're right, I never downloaded that damn first person mod.
The best works of
Oh
great
boy.
masters.
Brush tool doesn't work when we mix and match, so I have to hand place all of these now. So yeah, just some wild forest. This is a smaller chunk. I'll hand place these. Definitely, it's interesting to see all the ideas that I've sort of decided not to do. Like we had a grade crossing here that we just never came back to revisit. There was a suburb we were going to build out here by Farthington, but instead it became an industrial park. This was going to be a suburb as well. Really, I just Puyallup Glade. Puyallup Glade was really enough of a suburb just for, I don't know, the look at a glance of the city. I don't live in a suburb. I have a couple of friends that live out in the suburbs, but I don't really go out there. So it's just hard to visualize that kind of neighborhood for me. I live right in the heart of my city, in case you didn't notice how I'm inspired by how my entire fucking city looks like a downtown. You know, build what you know. I'm used to apartment buildings everywhere. Huh, there was something out. There used to be something out here. I think a garbage processing center out on Dixon Street. Now it's just like a rest area. Got a nice big chunk of nature at the end there. You can hear the birds. That's all filled in nice. Then it sort of opens up outside Whistling Gorge. Maybe this is pretty clear, right? Because there's the major highway development. There's a lot of factories. They had to blast this mountain open. It's probably very thick over by the mountain. That makes sense. Yeah, and then Harbor Town, but you know, I'm just not in the mood. You know, now that I said we're done, I'm not in the mood to redesign Harbor Town. I will landscape this monorail hub, though. The Nexus. Which, and by landscape, I mean we really just plant trees. Oh, I have oak trees out here, do I? What kind of bushes? I've got those little fellas, okay. Maybe a rock formation. Nah, I really need to stop putting rock formations near the roads. It's a hazard. Let's get this bit too, right by the tram. Not too dense here. And I mean, I could put like a park pass, so it's like a rest area while you're waiting for your train, or you know what? I will actually. just because this is intracity bus traffic, I'll make this a sort of impromptu park. So you can go over to Crowley Circle and maybe rest on the Skyway. Or we'll just have a sort of park here. If I can get us right under it here, I will. And I can. Oopsie. Word of the day. No, no amenities or anything out here. Like gazebos. No, I'll actually put gazebos. I just won't put any cafes or shitters. No, that's mean. I'll put a shitter. Because, I mean, if you just came into town and you gotta drop off... Well, no, you go in the bus station. Ah, tough call. I mean, on principle, I should put a shitter in, or I've been lying to myself this whole city. We'll put a shitter. For that one poor guy that's gotta go. My final gift to the city. Must be placed in a park area. I tried City Skylines. And then I kind of want to smooth these. Really? That's the path you're gonna give me? Not give me a lot of room to work with here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Ugh. Also got a bit of a chunk here on this side. Sure, now I won't make this side a park, but we'll still landscape it. Need a little bit of clearance around the monorail tracks, I'm sure. I mean, the city has been around for 110 years now, 42131. So they probably could have hand planted and grown some decently sized trees by now. That should probably stay open for visibility, but we can toss some oaks over here. And there's a hole here for some more oaks. This was, there used to be some lots here, but then we had to get rid of them and make room for that monorail bridge. There we go, that really helped fill in some of that space. And then we had the very thick conifers near Pickle Park. Now, where was that vegetation we were going to borrow? Just kind of plant it around each of the trees. And it's not a park, so I can't really place gazebos on the path. That's nice. Looks like they've shed way too many leaves, but just a little something to mix up the ground. I'll admit we're getting a little quick and dirty here right at the end. But, you know, this is just one of those things that just kind of looks nice at a glance, and this would not hold up to scrutiny. Just trying to round out the look of the town.
A lovely piece. It sort of reminds me of the time I was out by the lake enjoying the sun and the trees, and I was in such a good mood that I pulled out my phone and listened to the very track we just heard.
Out by the lake, enjoying the sun and the trees. Obviously, he says that no matter what, but I wonder if he's referencing the Canal District. Yeah, right here, sun in the trees by the beach. He could be right out here with his van parked precariously on this hill. The flex gym for flexing. Let's get rid of these two underwater trees. Canal District was a cool idea, but that was another one that just kind of was for show, just so the city kind of looks full when you're looking at it. Even then, the Canal District looks kind of weird, doesn't it? The density I'm torn on. I like the idea of the whole, like, the quay all the way around the lake, and then we go off down this man-made canal. Because remember, this was going to be more city, but that's when I started, like, you know, I was kind of trying to veer away from just the... It's a problem Farthington has, is Farthington kind of just goes down one road for a very long time. It looks weird. Even with a little building variety, it's a... I don't like a road this long. Look at those skyscrapers in the Canal District, though. Wowee. Is that a level 5 self-sufficient house? Is that what that is? It is. It holds... looks like it holds probably over 100 people. Close to 100 people. It's fucking gargantuan. That's why you put in a high-rise ban, I suppose. Stop things like that from happening. Alright, the sins of my past have come back to haunt me. I just don't want to fill this out, though. At a glance, the city looks the way I want it to, like over here in Harbor Town. Is that the boat museum? That is the boat museum, too. It's just a nicely developed waterfront. That beautiful bridge. I mean, I also like this one where we had the monorail clip through. That was a fun one. I feel like the monorail here is... If I could just get at it. Oopsie. Well, that was probably a bad idea. I was just trying and smooth out this monorail ascent, but it looks like it's baked into the road. I'm not sure how I did that. Because it's you. Oh well. The balloons and the helicopters and the planes and the blimps. A lot of nice ambient shit going on in this city. These weird factories in Harbor Town. Oh well. Yeah, let's do Federal Square, and that's everything I wanted in this city, really. Remember, Federal Square is also on this side of the hospital, but also this. Well, let's start with this. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do some junipers. Even though we probably shouldn't, because they block a bunch of the visibility and give you some terrible blind spots. I could just do a bunch of 10s. That would give you enough to, you'd still be able to see, like you'd see oncoming traffic through the gaps. Oh, what is this? Oh, Federal Square. I was like, what's this big open space? It's the park. It's the park I said we would decorate. Federal Square isn't level 5. That's the old Federal Square. A shitload of people have visited it, so as soon as we get the entertainment up, it should level instantly. A pooper, because everyone poops. Put a little it's not, I want a cafe. I want a cafe right near there for the city workers. Probably even another cafe over by the bus depot here. While you're waiting for your bus to arrive, you maybe grab some lunch with a colleague. Oh, that sounded like the park leveling up. Toss in a gazebo or 3. One right here by the subway station. Well, I got one of these shitty ones with the stepping stones a mile in the sky, so we'll do this. Which didn't work. That's better. How are we doing here? It's almost a level 4 park. I'm not sure if we can fit enough shit in it to make it level 5. A trampoline park. Perfect for bureaucrats. Plaza's tempting. And, you know, I think we'll do it because we do that thing where we just build the path around it. Oh, no, you don't. Match object height, something I wish I knew ages ago. We got a little plaza there behind the city hall. There we go, level 4 on Federal Square. Fill this in now that Valeria has been finalized. Get a little greenery near the park. Or sorry, it's a public library. Park's already pretty green. I think I'm a little more green though, right? Oh, especially on this side. conifer too. This was one of the first things we decorated when we started. Now it's one of the last things we're decorating. Yeah, just adding those trees really helped out here. Let's get some planters, though. The actual city hall is looking pretty barren. Got our city tree, the juniper. Clipping there. And then we'll just go with some flower beds. Hang on, can I find that other planter? Where are you? There you are. That looks about centered. And then these are the trees we used to have in the old Valeria district back when I was a budding landscaper. So we'll plant these as a memory of those days. Look at that. Those little things really help the city hall building.
Welcome to the classics. Classical music for classy people.
Think
That's
of this
not
last
classist,
flower
that's
bed.
classicist. Look at that.
Well, worry about that later. Jesus. This city hall is not flat. There. Very weird floating, but that's City Hall. Just this one little chunk across the street. Let's see if I can draw junipers on top of that key wall here. I can. That's not terrible. Now, what am I going to put here? There's not a lot of room over here. It is still part of the park, but... climbing frame by the hospital so your kids have something to do. See if I can level this out a bit. It's actually quite steep. I don't think we'll really get to do anything out here. I don't know why this is called climbing frame. It's clearly for children. Oh yeah, there's not really a lot of Mikey shit to do out here. You could put a cafe. Yeah, you know, just this would be forest, I think. Got a path to go over here. That's about it. It's unfortunate, this train station, I don't think anybody really goes to it. The Union Pacific doesn't come by here much anymore. Yeah, our train loop's a little odd, and the Harbor Town station is one of the casualties of that, which is kind of, well, it's probably bad traffic-wise, but it does make sense that this really old station wouldn't see much use as we modernize the rest of the city. But really, that's it. That's the Stinkenheim series. There's all sorts of other little touch-ups we could do, but I'm a fickle man, and apparently I've decided to stop. Really came out of nowhere, like I said. Did not expect to be finishing tonight, but that suburb came in really fast, and then the Broad District the same, and let's revisit our town one last time before we stop and move on to the next game. It was beautiful overhead view. The city takes up a lot of space. We've got our industrial development over here on the edge of town. There's Orwell with the crack. You can barely make out Woodgrove, Rockfield Crossing. There's the solar farm there, the little bit of blue. Hamburger Heights. There's Old Stinkenheim. Harbor Town and Riverside on the waterfront. There's the Delta States. It looks like the, what is that, the Farthington water treatment plant? Yep, that's a little office park next to it. Whispering Gorge. At the airport, yeah, you could probably fill this out. Just because it's fertile land, it looks really weird. Let's try a very sparse brush, because I want to see if I can paint back over it with conifers. We'll do like a... Actually, no, let's do half strength, big brush. And then maybe we can... Ooh, we can. The brush strength gives us room to mix and match. That's handy. That is fucking handy. And that's filled in. Man, that is way quicker than the olden way we were doing it. Sterling Park, not to be confused with Sterling Plaza, but maybe, ignore the fire, maybe the business tycoon that built this park also helped pay for Sterling Plaza in the downtown. Yeah, what do we got? Let's go through our neighborhoods. We've got Butler District, which is just a suburb on the edge of the old city. The old city, which looks really nice, but it's actually spaced out a lot. If I knew a little bit more about hand placing things, we would have designed these roads better. And like I said, we wouldn't have made the old city curved, so it looks like Anne Orlando. We would have made it more straight line. I like these little ramp entrances we have, though, with the junipers. Really, anything with junipers. Can't go wrong. And the old Castle Gate isn't here anymore, but you can walk down into the Canal District. 3,200 people attend Farthington Polytechnic. And then, yeah, the Canal District, I like the lake, like the urban beach sort of thing we have going on, but the little too much density, too many high-rises. I'd probably impose a high-rise ban. On the flip side, we have this like slummy part of Farthington, just tenements as far as the eye can see. Got them all, though. Due to an unfortunate coincidence, there's a tree placed in the middle of the road because of where we put them all. Let's ignore that. Farthington lumber over here, just so Farthington has an industry. Quite a few sawmills. And then it gets much more industrialized over here. We have a furniture factory, too. Not enough special goods. They have no paper coming in. Oh. We got the train station here, monorail station that gets you downtown. We have these industrial parks. There was this one that was a huge traffic headache, it turned out, but I think no left-hand turns really helped out there. And the water treatment plant. This ferry depot that I don't think a lot of people really use. I just like seeing the ferry in motion. Where are you? A single person is riding that ferry. Oh, wow. There goes the monorail. Monorail's actually full, basically. That's good. These industrial parks. This turbine interchange, we placed that a long time ago, and it mostly got us through the entire series. There was some trouble before we put in these partial cloverleafs when it was overloaded, but now with the partial cloverleafs, that guy's doing pretty good for himself. Got the bus depot here outside Stevens Square. I really like how Stevens Square turned out because we have a baseball stadium, we have the bus depot next to the high school, and we've got the swimming stadium, got the little shopping mall, aquarium, this major monorail hub. Look at this thing. Look at this place. I think this is mostly tourists. Yeah, then we've got the Metro Depot to keep everything hooked up. What was this? Hospital? Right. This was very popular. We never really bothered to sort that out, but what's our traffic at? 81%. We mostly kept it above 80% once we got the rough city shape sorted out. And then, yeah, I really like the Farthington neighborhoods. Not quite Rockfield, a little more spaced out, but yeah, I just like that European sort of brick buildings right next to each other. Then we're across the river. This bridge is finally in decent shape these days. That's nice. Whispering Gorge, that was a fun one to build because we got all these guys along the waterfront. And, you know, the tall grass helps the docks not seem so high up. And then we've got the retaining rocks there. Yeah, really nice rock formations in Whispering Gorge. Then just a bunch of conifers and some hunting cabins, camping sites. Watchtower over here. Can you see from this watchtower? You can see downtown. You can see the transport tower right there. Nope, apparently that's Smart Reeds. Well, still, you can see. Let's actually see what Whispering Gorge looks like in nighttime. If I climb that thing at like 10 o'clock at night, look at that. Not a lot of noise pollution, unless you're looking up at Hamburger Heights, which is the black mark of the entire city, really, if we're being honest with each other. If there's one neighborhood I would go back and try to redo. Oh, we got the little viewing platform there. And we had that nice road, too. The highway sort of cuts through Whispering Gorge with these... what are these? Young Norfolk pines? And they had the nice city lights. Yeah, that nice blue. Maybe to not annoy the animals too much at nighttime. That was nice. And then right outside Whispering Gorge, we have Delta Estates. We have this beautiful tram station. Well, technically the other side of the tram station is beautiful. We've got the depot. There's a helicopter stop, sightseeing balloon, which gets you over to Riverside. Riverside was fun. I like the manicured grass. We never really revisited the manicured grass after this, did we? Yeah, Riverside, which then bleeds into Harbor Town, which is a little higher density. Harbor Town was, yeah, kind of a half-done district, but oh well. So we've got the Nexus here. A lot of people go through the Nexus. Oh, and then we had the parking garage back door I was very pleased with, and apparently so are my fucking residents. Wow. Beep, beep. Get out of my way. That's a lot of bicycles, too, that like this overpass, which is Crowley Circle. I didn't place the rocket because I don't think you'd really place the launch site if this is like a like a Northern European sort of city. I don't think that's the right latitude to be launching. It's pretty big too. What else did we have here? We have Puyallup Glade, the most expensive land on the map for some reason. I'm not sure why. It might just be a bunch of overlapping services. Right next to Pickle Park. Pickle Park was great because it was one of those ones where you managed to sort of slot it in, and it was very snug. It fit between a bunch of pre-existing things. And then we had like that super block, because someone swung by and suggested the super block. This isn't a super popular part of the city, but we ended up reusing this in the downtown, which was nice. And then we've got Federal Square, which is really just the city hall. Not quite as nice as the original Federal Square. We've got that rail ditch, which, yeah, this ended up not being the heart of the city. So the rail ditch isn't as used anymore, which I guess that kind of makes sense. This probably would have been more popular, like, right in the post-war period. But, you know, it's the year 2131 now, so that's not an overly used rail line. I think it's actually completely abandoned at this point, because nobody wants to visit the old Harbor Town station with its weird hyper-modern industrial area and fish market. And then we've got Valeria, which looks kind of weird now with all the skyscrapers, but I really like the Hamburger Heights train station. And then the bus transfer station here. And we also had that magical parking garage where sometimes you'll fly up into the sky if you want to park your car. And this is also where we invented the little beautiful pedestrian crossings. And then, was this yep, this was the time traffic light, which saved the day. Had that nice overpass for the rail. This is where we were starting to get fancier with our roads. And then, yeah, Old Stinkenheim, honestly, a big shithole. Not as big of a shithole as Hamburger Heights, just a mess. Just a maze of apartment buildings. Did I miss Rockfield? Oh, we're not at Rockfield Station yet. Rockfield Station's a really nice one, though, isn't it? Bun Hills was, I think, just another district up top, right? Little cave in Well, if you fall down there, you're breaking your ankle. No one might find you. We had a little hospital here, but yeah, Hamburger Heights. Yeah, I mean, it was great to get the train through, and people love taking that train, but it's just an ugly, 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 ugly neighborhood. Then we've got Stenchburg over here with some nice... The first couple parks had some nice landscaping, and the landscaping admittedly did taper off as we added more parks, but I like this water treatment center. And then, yeah, then later on, you know, we had some open spaces. Eventually we gave up on, like, the dirt shoulder. But we managed to hide some unique factories in here. We have the food factory. This was a big one. But nobody has to drive under, right? Yeah, nobody has to drive under the highway. We tried it a couple times and it was a disaster. There's the one industrial park here, and hello? That didn't need to be a thing. There's the one industrial park there. And then, remember this? Remember when we were really stumped on the traffic here and it turned out the answer was a highway roundabout, which I don't even know if that's a real thing, but we added it. And then nobody really goes into Hamburger Heights, so this incredibly large grade crossing is not a disaster. And then the old gay steel mill. We work hard, we play hard. And then, yeah, just, Stench Petro, which was mostly just a money maker. I suppose it added a lot of jobs to this part of town, and then we have our generic industrial developments out along the highway, which, you know, they do that's out near my hometown. They have a bunch of factories along the highway because there was no more room in the city. And then we're getting into the really fancy stuff here. We got our train transfer station by all our orchards and farmland. I like this. We didn't really use a lot of windmills, but I like placing them in the farms because, again, that's just near where I live. They put the turbines on the farmland. Build what you know. And then we're over here in Rockfield. Justin was asking about Rockfield Station. This is where we really started to transition from just building the city to decorating the city. We have these nice, like, European village buildings. The above-ground metro station, which oddly was super popular, but now it's not. And I don't know why people don't like the Rockfield train station anymore. There comes the train. Only 67 people? I mean, that's okay. They're not going to discontinue the line, but they used to be full, and then people were still queuing. And these nice overpasses, and yeah, we managed to get the train tracks under the bridge. Rockfield Crossing definitely lives up to its name, which it was really fun to design a town around like that one quirk. It's like, oh, I guess we'd call it Rockfield Crossing, and then it really grew from there. If you remember when we first had Rockfield Crossing, it was like this weird, like American sort of looking small town based around a roundabout, which looked really shitty, and it's come a long way since then. And then we have the nuclear power plant over here, which used to be, I think, a solar power plant. But now we've got the double nuclear with the trains going by. Nice big forest here, the solar farm. There's Earl Circle with the sunken water tower. Speaking of water towers, where's the other roundabout? Well, we had this one, the Cloverleaf. That was a fun one to build. The fucking lopsided pretzel. We tidied it up. I think it's mostly I think it's still a little not perfect, but it's decorated nicely. The decoration really helps distract from the not quite perfect curves. And then you're just driving along down the highway here. So it's the Parkway, the Redmond Parkway. And then I think we've looked at everything. Well, that's not true. We haven't gone downtown yet, have we? Yeah, downtown. That's where we really got carried away with Find It. Got the transport tower, which you can actually see from pretty much. If you can see downtown, you can see the transport tower, which is a testament to our public transit network. Really like this monorail bridge. Hope we can see a monorail pass by soon. I just missed one somehow. There it goes. How many people are on that? 197 to 240. Popular monorail. Oh, but if we're going the other way, even more full, 228. Most people get off. Most people just want to go downtown. Not everyone wants to follow through to Riverside. Yeah, monorail through the bridge with a little clipping. Really like that. And then basically as many people as off get on. How's this coming? There's a lot of people take that one to Whispering Gorge. It's good. But yeah, we have the Stinking Shore. That's like the lower density stuff. Rockley Island, if you want to take an extended lunch break, get out in nature. And then on the upper tier, we have the super high density and the office buildings. We had this nice little condo along the river, remember? I like this. The parking road helped this come together, I feel. Got that little mixed-use grocery store on the bottom. It's just an apartment building, but it looks like it's mixed use. These two office buildings were merged together, which was nice. Yeah. Then the little suburb we have here, along with the Broad District, which, yeah, pretty much everything's level 3 now, so it looks stupid. Florence Heights didn't have that problem. It might be because Florence Heights doesn't have any 4x4s in it. Then we have the Midtown Mall with the Midtown Museum, the little homemade weeb gate, which is actually just a support pillar for a highway, I believe, or a monorail. We had the downtown hospital with the parking garage there. The shitty horseshoe condo. Oh, did these offices level up? Thought I hand placed these. Samuel Ash Plaza with this wonderful little planter I made. Really like that with the invisible pass. So it looks like people come to visit it. Some food carts. Yeah, we got a lot of decorating downtown. That's the downtown mall with a very big parking lot. There's this never filled up, actually. I think it's because I think all the roads downtown, well, the promenades don't have parking, so it's weird that not more people tried to park in the mall parking lot. There's a little handmade parking lot there. There's a lot of handmade parking lots downtown. There's the theater with another plaza. And then I really like the look of downtown at night. So we'll look at it again.
A lovely piece. It sort of reminds me of the time I was out by the lake enjoying
Look at
the
that
sun
city.
and the trees, and I was in such a good mood.
We've
that I
done it.
pulled out
Over
my
100
phone
hours. I
and
want to say
very
maybe
tiny
150 hours altogether we ended up with, but some districts didn't get finished all the way, but that's just the way it is. You don't want to, I don't know, just bang your head against something, because then you'll just get bitter. Because I did delete the entire city at some point, didn't I? We had to delete all of Stinkenheim to try and save our traffic, which we did. 81% traffic, that's really good. But yeah, that's the end of our Stinkenheim series. How did I go through all of Farthington and not visit Farthington Polytechnic? Up on the hill, that was just a great place for university. I really like the clock tower too, because you get a great shot of the city from it. Like, look at that beautiful shot. You can see the transport tower there. Stinkenheim, Hamburger Heights is, I think, blocking Rockfield. I think the Hamburger Heights high-rises are blocking Rockfield now, but beautiful university campus up on the hill. Gives us a commanding view of Farthington and most of the county, or state, or whatever you want to pretend that this map represents. It's not an entire country. Yeah, we learned a lot about Move It. That really helped. That road toolkit, holy shit, some of the stuff we were able to pull off with that road toolkit. Network multi-tool, it's called. What was another one we really took advantage of? We took advantage a lot of the vehicle options and the ride public transit assets. So just some very beautiful buses and helicopters and shit we have going about. And then when we swapped all the vehicles, updating all the vehicles, like, really gave the whole town a facelift, I feel. Let's get the hell away from this partial cloverleaf before our traffic tanks any more than it is. And then, I mean, Traffic Manager Presidential Edition, that's a pretty par for the course mod. Yeah, Move It, Find It, Prop Anarchy, Road Anarchy. Yeah, I'd say Network Multi-Tool was a really, really fun mod to add. And then just, you know, the functionality of Move It we learned near the end. But it was fun to learn just new things about mods and toss in new mods and just experiment with different ways to build neighborhoods. I really like the city. I mean, if you've made it this far, I can only assume you liked it a lot as well. And one day I hope to upload a video of us going around and visiting little intersections and nooks and crannies in the parks, all those city tours people like to post. But thanks for coming out to watch, but it does feel a little good to be free of City Skylines and Stinkenheim. We can move on to the next game now. And I think I will go for... I think we'll go for a nighttime on our final video. We'll go for a nighttime ender. Just because I like that. I like the lights if we get a nice overhead shot of the district. There we go. 2037. So it is time to stop. Both for the day and for the City Skylines series. Yeah. Public transit, we definitely didn't go back and visit that, but that's one of those things too, where we would just be playing the game forever if we were just fiddling with things. Some little landscaping here and there that we could have done. Public transit could have done an overhaul in most places, but especially Farthington. Farthington had some traffic trouble. And then Hamburger Heights just looks ugly. Those are the major things I'd visit again if I ever open this up, which I may or I may not before I post a city tour video, because I mean, I said I would fix Stenchburg, right? And then we stopped after 5, and I left it to rot as a smelly shithole. But I can't think of anything else to say with Stinkenheim, really, besides the great joy I had building it, obviously. We've been doing it for 4 or 5 months. So we'll just stop with an extended fancy view for tonight, since we ended up finishing a little early. But, yeah, that's it for Stinkenheim. Hope you liked it.